Hey friends, Karen Basket DIYer here. Hey, thanks so much for joining me for another fun tumbler tutorial. Okay, you guys, so today the tumbler that I'm going to be showing you is a Milky Way tumbler. I know for a fact that I have seen many posts in some of the Crystalac groups that I'm in that it's so difficult to create a Milky Way effect. A lot of people struggle with that with Brite Tone and mica powders and things like that. But I just want to show you that it is totally doable. This tumbler right here, I personally think it turned out so beautiful. I don't want to show you it too much because I want you to wait for the process. But it is definitely doable, and you just got to be a little bit patient with it and just, you know, have fun with it. Don't let it stress you out too much. I somehow or another missed recording my prep process, which basically is sanding the tumbler down, the stainless steel tumbler, then wiping it off really well with rubbing alcohol and just making sure it's totally dry, and then you can move straight into your flippin' awesome paint or spray paint. And if you spray paint, you gotta allow 48 hours for gas off time, and then you can move into your Brite Tone or your glitter glue or whatever your process may be. But just know that I spray painted and gassed off for 48 hours before beginning what I'm about to show you. So just stay tuned, follow along, and I'll walk you through the steps and show you how this is done. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video. If you think it'll help someone else out, please share. Let's help each other out. Okay, you guys, these are the glitters I'm gonna be using. Sea Glass, Champaign, and Twilight Beach, all by Makerflo, and then Mermaid by Glitter and Grand. Next, I moved into my Brite Tone, and I'm using that as my base to apply my glitter. And as you can see here, I am just sprinkling the glitter by hand. This is so much easier than trying to shake it out, especially when you're trying to be really gentle, because sometimes if you're like me, you can kind of get out of control with that shaker and dump out a little too much, and then you have total regrets. The cool thing about using Brite Tone is if I did mess up right here, which trust me, I mess up a lot, I could take this over and wash this off while that Brite Tone is still wet. I could just wash it right off with water. So next I grabbed that Mermaid by Glitter and Grand, and I am gonna be covering the majority of the cup with this, as you can see. So I just used it right out of the shaker. Next, I'm onto my Champagne Chunky Glitter, and I applied it by hand like I mentioned earlier with the Sea Glass. That way you're more in control. Here I'm just using the Twilight Beach straight out of the shaker and filling in wherever I missed. Just kind of creating that swirl around the cup. And again, this is just being applied directly to wet Brite Tone. And now then, I'm gonna let this dry for 4 hours. I can let it turn for 1 hour, and then once it's been turning for an hour, I can remove it and put it on a upright drying rack and allow it to continue to dry for its full 4 hours, and then move right on into my Brite Tone layers as you see here. I got this set of mica powders off of Amazon. Comes with a lot of colors. I'm using Milk Tea and Tail Green, and I just mixed a small amount of each with some Brite Tone in a little medicine cup, mix them up really well, and then as you can see here, I am applying that with a popsicle stick to that wet layer of Brite Tone. You don't want it to be runny, so I let my cup spin for about 5 minutes before actually applying it. That way it didn't get out of control. And I actually used a paper towel and I wiped off if I had too much, and you could see that I was blowing on the cup to kind of spread it a little bit, but for the most part I just used my fingers to spread it. Then once I, got it where I kind of liked it, then I just let the cup continue to turn for its, full 4 hours, and then just continued with my layers of Brite Tone. And guys, this cup is absolutely beautiful. I don't think this video here does it justice. There's a lot of depth to this cup, and I know that people don't really think you can get depth with Brite Tone. Yes, you can. It's proof right here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, like I mentioned earlier, thumbs up, like, subscribe, follow, all that jazz. And just be on the lookout for future Tumbler tutorial notifications. And as always, I greatly appreciate you watching. Thanks so much.